The subconscious mind. Deep and vast as the ocean is the subconscious mind of man. And like the ocean, it holds its mysteries, and it holds incredible power, life-giving power. The subconscious mind, one of God's greatest gifts to man. For lo, the subconscious mind is man's personal attendant, ever ready to come at his beck and call, always ready to fulfill his slightest whim or desire. How wonderful, then, is the subconscious mind. A veritable genie in the lamp. My powerful subconscious mind is constantly monitoring every facet of my existence. And I see how wonderfully it keeps me functioning in so many ways and on so many levels. The subconscious mind, transcending the conscious mind in so many ways, keeps all of my bodily functions perfectly tuned and intact. I of myself would not know how to grow but one hair of my head. I of myself cannot keep my heart beating. I do not consciously breathe whilst my body is sleeping. But yet my very wonderful subconscious mind does all these things for me and far more. How vast must be its intelligence and its power. And yet here I am told that it is mine to command. How could this be? It can be, and it is. For the Lord God of all creation hath seen fit, in infinite wisdom, to equip each one of us with our own personal subconscious mind. To get an idea of the relationship betwixt the various areas of the mind, I do see before me now a bullseye pattern. The smallest circle in the center would represent my conscious mind, the mind in which I may spend most of my daily hours, functioning in contact with the so-called outer world, that the world of effects. That is my conscious mind. The subconscious, then, would be as the next circle out, larger and vaster than the conscious, surrounding it on all sides. And here we find all memory of all experiencings of all lifetimes. Here we find so very many categories of things that the subconscious mind is responsible to do and to keep functioning. Greater still, the third circle on the external perimeter would be then my superconscious mind, the mind most in touch with the divine, from whence do come all spiritual, mystical, psychic experiences, and the true contact with God in the highest states of meditation and contemplation. By seeing this analogy of the bullseye pattern, it becomes obvious to me that for superconscious impressions, information, or light to reach the conscious mind in the center, it must pass then through the subconscious mind. Again, I see the importance of this subconscious mind of mine, and how very important it is to keep it clear and uncluttered. And so I begin my study of mine own subconscious mind. I begin to investigate how it works, how it functions, what it can do, and how it is that it houses my belief systems, from whence spring all outer experiences that I am likely to have in the so-called outer world of effects. If I believe in good luck, then lo and behold, it is what I encounter in my daily life for the most part. If I predominantly believe in good luck, but then a so-called negative experience occurs, by virtue of the fact that the majority of my subconscious conviction is that things are fortunate for me, I begin to see even the so-called negative experience in a positive light. And once again, my subconscious shows me that I have so-called good luck. But I see clearly that it is all of mine own choosing and creation. My powerful subconscious mind, containing all of this programming, can constantly be impressed and re-impressed. It can be changed and my belief systems reprogrammed totally. This is done through repetition, through repeated exposure of those new programs that I should prefer to use and to outpicture in the outer world of form. So when then I hold and believe, and I state boldly unto myself that I am in control, no longer a victim, I am always in control of those things that occur and that are likely to occur to me in the future. And when I say this repeatedly and with great feeling and depth, then lo and behold, my subconscious mind begins to assimilate that truth. Repetition is the key to reprogramming the subconscious mind. And so I say it again, and I hear it again, and I become it again, and yet again. And eventually, like clay, the subconscious mind is indeed remolded and reprogrammed. And then, as if by magic, the so-called outer world of effects begins to reflect the new programming, and it would appear as if my destiny had changed or improved. This great mystery, this great secret of the subconscious mind hath been known to every successful individual on this planet. It is a secret of the ages. As a man thinketh, so shall he be. I begin to affirm new truths and new laws unto myself, for lo, I am the only one by cosmic authority who's got the right to program myself. And every single time that I state a truth, that I plant a seed in my subconscious mind and reaffirm it repeatedly, it not only takes root and begins to grow and affect my outer world and outer life, but it also locates any previous beliefs to the contrary and neutralizes them totally. Therefore there is no resistance after a while to the new seeds I plant, to the new laws that I choose to live by. The rod of power is in my hand. It has always been in my hand, but I knew it not. My subconscious mind now becomes convinced of it again, and once again I sit upon the throne of power gracefully. No longer do I blame anything or anyone for any situation that may or may not occur, for I see clearly, so very clearly, how mine own convictions, outpictured by my subconscious mind, are the very things that return to me as daily experience. I began to think big. I began to think in unlimited terms. I began to know that nothing and no one has got any power in my world save what I give them. I began to see clearly, and from the very depths of my being I know it, that others have no power to harm me or in any way sabotage my plans, for that is not within my belief system. My subconscious mind knows better, for I have educated it. And what my subconscious mind knows, holds true, and believes is precisely what I experience on a day-to-day basis. And therefore, I begin to see clearly that my very powerful subconscious mind I decree to be unlimited. It can do everything for me. It does do everything I ask it to do. When I know in advance that a particular event is approaching, I begin to focus on it quite naturally. And in conjunction and perfect alignment with mine own subconscious mind, I begin to determine, to decide and to choose how that event shall transpire, and in all likelihood what shall occur in consequence. I decide how the event shall go. It is never a matter of chance. I decide that this event shall go very successfully, that all concerned shall see eye to eye, that all shall understand themselves and be willing to promote the goals of the others. And so this is precisely what occurs. It comes as no surprise to me. I have created it so. And such is the blessing of life, to create, to be as co-creators with the greatest creator of all. Like the drop of water is identical in composition to the entire ocean, so also I, as an aspect, a facet, a unit of God consciousness, am, like God, the creative force in the center of the universe. I know this now as an absolute truth within the depths of my being, and my subconscious mind has always proven it to me. The rod of power is in my hand. My subconscious mind wields it for me, gracefully and constantly. My subconscious mind locates potential problems before they occur and offers various solutions to those problems in plenty of time. My subconscious mind is constantly researching the opportunities all about me and leading me to the most opportune times and places and meetings, that all things can occur beautifully, harmoniously, and in perfect timing. My entire sense of timing, guided by my subconscious mind, all-seeing, is geared to planetary cycles, astrological influences, and mine own personal rhythms of my body, mind, and soul. And so, consequently, I am always doing the right thing at the right time, and my timing is impeccable. Beautifully, very beautifully, doth my subconscious mind guide me forward, for that is my will and my belief. I have long since outgrown the habit of worry or over-concern about any issue, for I have long since realized that to worry about something is to meditate upon the very thing that I do not want to occur. And this, a foolish act, I no longer engage in, but only focus myself easily and gracefully on the desired outcome, and so I constantly receive it. I begin to see how it is that by people's belief systems they do introduce opposition to their own plans. But I, seeing the absurdity of this, never do. I always get what I want. I always get what I want. Yes, I always get what I want. Safely, easily, and in perfect time. For I refuse to believe in, much less introduce elements that will sabotage my goals. All of my energy is moving in the same direction, and I am always moving towards the fulfillment of my plans, goals, and desires, and my divine plan is working out beautifully. My subconscious mind is constantly working for me, knowing good and well my desires and objectives. My subconscious mind works for me every single night whilst my body is sleeping, researching, resolving, concluding, and bringing all things into successful fruition. I begin to learn how to appreciate this great and wonderful gift of the subconscious mind, and I love my subconscious mind as my best friend. Love indeed begins to permeate my whole being, for subconsciously I am clear and growing clearer all the time. I see no reason to express anything but love, for I find that it works best. I am free now to think what I like and do what I want, for I clearly see that no one and nothing else has any power over me, and that they never really did. I enter beautifully into the age of Aquarius, the age of freedom of the mind, wherein I see clearly that my freedom is within mine own hands and in my own keeping. I am in love with divine freedom that is the birthright for all, and I am always seeing how I can aid others to attain their freedom as well. My subconscious mind is geared to sense the subconscious mind states of others all around me, and I am quite disposed to saying or doing those things that shall aid others in resolving whatever might be confusing them temporarily. I am as a healing fountain. I am as a gushing oil well for God. I am as a voice speaking truth that calms nerves and resolves issues, putting faith where doubt used to dwell. I am absolute confidence in that my subconscious mind and I are one, an unbeatable team, working together successfully, powerfully, beautifully. All things that I choose come to me. All desires that I have are fulfilled. I am as a magnetic center, a vortex, a magnet of good, a magnet of love and of power. and I am always magnetizing unto myself those things that I choose to experience and to have. All things come to me that I desire. Nothing can resist my will. For I am working with the subconscious mind in a beautiful dance, overshadowed and guided by my superconscious mind. Together we are one, and oneness is my constant state of being. I find myself understanding my subconscious mind more clearly all the time. And life begins to grow yet even more transparent as I see clearly into the subconscious minds of others, and from time to time, guided by my own superconscious mind, I am able to say those things that free others from dark places in their own subconscious where they may be stuck or dwelling. My words are always healing, my actions always helpful, my presence always a blessing. These, my holy beliefs, are held as sacred by my powerful and unlimited subconscious mind. And together we are outpicturing unto the world that which we have always been intended to outpicture: love, beauty, harmony, joy, peace, creativity, prosperity and wealth, and power to do good. How very powerful I am now, how unlimited my abilities now. Together we are an unbeatable team, a divine team, and together we are bringing light unto the world.